welcome to the beautiful world of Artistic Bake. This is me, Aarti Gupta here, back again with a beautiful recipe. So today's recipe is puff sheets. So let's have a look at the ingredients. For the puff sheet, we require flour, salt, margarine, white vinegar, room temperature tap water. Let's move to the procedure. Measurements of the ingredients will be listed down in the description box below. So let's start with the procedure. Take the flour in a bowl. Add salt, some vinegar. So now with the help of water, we will start making the dough. We have to make a semi-soft dough. Add water very gradually and make a semi-soft dough. Keep adding the water until the dough is formed. Keep the water control in your hand and make a semi-soft dough. It is very important to keep the water control in your hand and make a semi-soft dough. If you add too much of water to the dough will be unmanageable and you will not be able to make good puff pastry sheets. So keep the water control in your hand, go slow with the water and make the dough. Okay, so once your dough is ready, take it out on a flat surface like your kitchen platform. Add about a spoon of margarine. Add a spoonful of margarine to the dough and start kneading the dough with the help of the margarine until the margarine is well incorporated in the dough. Kneading is the same process like we do to our chapati. You can see the change of texture in the dough. At this stage, when the margarine is well incorporated in the dough, form a ball and with a knife, give some cuts on the dough. Cover it and let it relax for at least 20 minutes. Once your dough is rested for 20 minutes, you can see the change in the texture. Keep it aside and we will prepare the margarine. So now what is margarine? Margarine is a vegetable fat which has very less moisture content and the fat content in the margarine is at a higher proportion. That is almost about 85% is fat. So what we will do is we will take this margarine on a surface because it is almost in a block form. It is to be stored at room temperature and then too it will be remain almost hard. So what we will do is we will just press it and make it a little soft so that we can spread it on the dough. After making it soft, we will pick it up with the help of a scraper and place it in the bowl. So let's begin with the sheeting. So first we will dust the surface with flour. Take the dough ball on the surface and start rolling the dough. So we will roll the dough into a rectangular shape. Roll it lengthwise and try to maintain the rectangular shape. No measurements is required while rolling. You just have to roll it into a rectangular shape. Almost around 1/4 inch thickness should be there to the dough. Try to maintain the rectangular shape and make the dough as even as possible. Try to maintain the rectangular shape and stretch it with your hands if the shape is not proper. Make it even into a rectangle shape. You can see I have formed a rectangle and the thickness of the dough is around 1/4 inch. So now what we will do is we will spread the margarine all over. So just take the margarine and spread it like this all over. No need to be very even. So you have to finish off the margarine in the first layer only. Finish off the margarine, applying it all over the dough. You can see, no need to be very even with it. Just try to finish it off. You can see I have spread the margarine all over the dough. And this is why we require a semi-soft dough, because if your dough will be too soft, so while applying margarine, you may poke your fingers in the dough and there will be a hole in the dough. So try to make a semi-soft dough which will be manageable. So once you have finished applying your margarine, we will make the folds. So now after applying the margarine, what we will do is we will draw an imaginary line and divide the dough into 3 equal portions. Okay, and we will start the folding. So first fold your dough from your side to this line and then overlap it from the opposite side. This is our first single fold. So we are done with our first single fold. We will repeat this fold 2 more times. So again, dust the surface, keep it lengthwise and again roll it lengthwise. So dust it and start the rolling. And also lifting the dough and rolling it on the dusted surface so that the dough is well dusted. It shouldn't stick to the bottom. Maintain the rectangular shape of the dough. If it is getting too thin, you can just turn the dough and roll it breadthwise just to make it even. And again turn it lengthwise, and now again we will do the second single fold. We did the first fold with the margarine. Now we will do like that only without the margarine. Draw an imaginary line, divide the dough into 3 parts. Start from your side, press it, dust off the excess flour and overlap the opposite side on top of it and press it. This is our second single fold. Now we will again do the third fold. So here we have completed our 3 single folds. Now we will move towards our book fold. For the book fold, what we will do is the seam part, the open part, we will turn it towards us, and now this time we will roll it lengthwise as well as breadthwise. Now once you have rolled the dough length and breadthwise both, what we will do is this time we will fold the dough into half. Open it, you will get a middle center of the dough. So now what we will do is take this portion and place it on this line and press it. Dust off the flour and repeat the same on the opposite side. Stretch the dough little and merge the empty part and press it. So now you can see this is a book. This is known as a book. This is the spine cord of the book. So now what we will do is we will close the book. So we have completed our first book fold. We will repeat this step one more time. So again we will dust the surface. Dust it from both the side, and again we will repeat the same step lengthwise and breadthwise rolling. So So here we have completed our second book fold and our puff pastry sheet is ready. So once your puff pastry sheet is ready, cling wrap it and store it in the fridge for at least 15 days. It will stay good for 15 days in the fridge. So let's have a look at the layers. You can see the perfect layers of the margarine and the dough. These layers of the margarine and the dough will help the puff pastries to get a rise in the oven. So now this puff pastry sheet is ready to be rolled and baked. So we have learned how to make the perfect layers of the puff pastry sheets. So in the next video we will be learning how to use the puff pastry sheets and bake it. So till then, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for the next video updates. Till then, bye bye.